this holy night of the birth of Sayyidatina Fatima Zahra and the Urs Mubarak of Sdn Abu Bakr Siddiq, Siddiq al-Mutlaq that Allah dressed from these immense realities. The beloved daughter and family of Sayyidina Muhammad and the beloved companion and dear friend of Sayyidina Muhammad Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, that through their blessed lights in this holy month of Qamar, the month of 54 that prepares us for the holy month of Rajab, Allah's Divinely lights and Divinely month in which subhana man huwa khaliqun nur. InshaAllah dress us from these lights, bless us from these lights, and the 7th, 8th and then the holy month of Ramadan. These are the 3 months of immense lights and mercies and opportunities that Allah gives for us to achieve these Divinely favours and these Divinely lights. And alhamdulillah, with the release of the book 6 Powers of the Heart, we talked last night on the immense realities and this gateway towards the Divinely Presence and the gateway towards the Divinely Presence of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. All starts with the goodness of character, sincerity of love, and the people whom want to change their gravitational pull, the ones whom want to cut the ropes that bind them to their dunya and want to redirect their heart towards the akhirah and the heavenly kingdoms of light. And Allah made for us to be the people of tafakkur and contemplation, in which when we try to connect our hearts with the shaykhs and that they represent the Muhammadan light, and through that light is a means like wanting to strike a fire in a campsite and Allah gives you the flint and stone and you keep sparking it until one day the flame and the spark ignites a flame. And this is the role of these ulul amr and awliya, that they are a tool in which to connect our heart to the love of Sayyidina Muhammad to assist us in the noble task of igniting our heart with this Divinely love and this Divinely flame. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As a result they become the people of tafakkur. As a result they begin to understand the immense realities of Juzba and magnetism, and that magnetism exists in everything and is the secret of everything. It gives everything its form, it gives everything its location and its purpose. And as a result of entering into that deep reality, Allah then opens for them the realities of Faiz and emanations. With that magnanimous character they begin to draw into these oceans of emanation, and as a result their souls become blessed, their families become blessed, their communities become blessed. Because as that soul is in that ocean, anywhere that its physicality is located then is an emanation and reflection of that beauty and that emanation and those blessings and dressings. By means of those dressings Allah sends the rain, sends rahmah, sends mercy, sends every type of blessing and barakah because of the location of those souls. So this is an immense dress from Allah. and as a result they enter into the oceans of the Tawajjuh and connecting to the Divinely Face. The Divinely Face that Allah dresses upon the reality of Ati'ullah, Atiya Rasul ulul amri minkum. That from Allah's Divinely Essence dressing the holy face of Sayyidina Muhammad, from the holy face of Sayyidina Muhammad dressing upon the ulul amr. And these are the power stations of reality in which the people of tafakkur are to train and connect their hearts and eventually reach to the holy faces, and that the holy faces to guide them, to dress them and to bless them. And the byproduct of that connection is the tawassul, in which they can convey with a real conveyance. The ones whom connect to the holy face and dressed from the holy faces, they have the ability to convey the prayers to those holy faces. And this is the blessings and gift of Allah for those whom trying to connect to these oceans of reality. And then we describe Allah for their perfection and completion of guidance begin to open the immense oceans of Haqiqatul Tayy. Means one whom parks their physicality and enters a state of death for the physicality begins to operate at the oceans of light. And the operation of the oceans of light, they move with the speed of sound, the speed of thought, and beyond the speed of thought means the immensity of the oceans of light and the movement in the oceans of light is the realities of the last day. The ones whom learn how to park their physicality and connect with their spirituality, and that their spirituality is not bound by space and time. As a result of that they would call the Waisi connection or whatever people want to understand of it, that when you park your physicality and you operate from the world of light and the world of your soul, your communication is to the world of light. Doesn't matter if the personality in which you're communicating with is from now or from 1500 years ago, because this is beyond space and time and the understanding of physicality. The world of light has no time. It's as if entering into a room that is a timeless reality, and as a result of entering into that room their associations, their lights, their knowledges are of a timeless reality. The importance of being able to enter into that reality and the movement of their spirituality through this timeline and this reality of light, in which from beginning of time to the end of time has already taken place. Only thing that is bound by time is the physicality. When Allah begin to open the spirituality of the soul, their movement is from beginning of time to the end of time, from the first page to the last page of the book. Movement within that realm and within that reality is not something that the physicality can understand, but it's something that we described before. When Allah wants to open from Izzatullah, Izzatul Rasul, Izzatul Mu'mineen, this is their movement. This is their means of seeking knowledges from beginning of time to the end of time. This is the secret of moving within this time and space, and the assistance for mankind means that whom Allah is wanting to be assisted, those whom operate in the world of light, they move freely through these dimensions and they can be anywhere at any time bi-izzatullah, by the permission of Allah. This gives for us to contemplate the world of light and its immensities. When we ask upon Rijalullah to come and to be of assistance to us, these are for the people whom truly believe in this world of light, they operate from this world of light. As soon as they begin to contemplate and ask for assistance, that assistance is present with them. This is the secret of why the pictures. The real pictures that have the photographs of these awliyaullah, as soon as you look into their eye you're summoning them. And this is for also the negative, those whom look into the eyes of negative beings as if they are summoning them. And that's why the negative beings they propagate their images. They want people to look at them, call upon something that they have no ability to defend themselves against. And when holy people and those whom trained with holy people say, propagate our image, send our images everywhere, it's only enough for them to look at my face and I intercede for them. And this is what Mawlana Shaykh was teaching. That very thought is what makes shaitan angry. That why do you want to send these pictures? It's because shaitan is trying to send his demonic images and not the images of holy people and pious people whom they are not bound by their physicality. As a result of looking at them, these are the secrets of the oceans of Tayy, and that Haqiqatul Tayy, the movement through space and time, and that space and time is irrelevant. You be with whom you love. When you build a bond of love and ihtiram and respect and you free yourself from the confines of physicality, you merely think of the shaykhs, they're present with you. You're in need and you have a difficulty, you think of them because you have your whole system. You've given your charity, you've given your zikrs, your awrads, you've done all that Allah is asking of you on a continuous basis of mandatory worshipness. These are the people whom live and operate within these oceans of love and extraordinary worshipness. So as soon as they have a need they merely look to the photo, bring the photo into their mind, call upon the madad of awliyaullah, and that the faiz, the izzat of Allah comes. Because when we're saying izzatullah, izzat al-Rasul, izzat al-mu'mineen, it's like a door. For those whom trying to secure the might of Allah that ati'ullah, ati' Rasul wa ulul amri minkum is Allah's gift like a rope for us, that obey me, obey the Rasul and obey the ulul amr. It becomes a rope to us because Allah knows that the obedience and submission to Allah is very high level, that the Prophets of Allah struggled with that reality. Wa atiya Rasul is a gift for the holy companions in which their life and death was upon that reality of submitting to Sayyidina Muhammad. And for us Allah gave to us the mercy of follow the ulul amr. Those whom follow this love and follow the way of Prophet who follow the way of Allah, this is a means in which to reach to that blessing. And as a result of connecting with them, holding with them, then this reality of Tayy is reaching to us. That they can reach to us no matter where we are, whatever difficulty we are and whatever condition we are. It's a matter of belief and making your madad, making your understanding, but understanding the haqqaiq that they're not bound by their physicality and that the world of light operates in this reality, and that everything they do to cut off their worldly desires, those whom are training under them, they train that keep connecting, keep reaching into the world light, enter into their associations to be dressed by the faiz, dressed by their emanations. The more of that emanation they dress upon them, the more Allah is giving the ability of their soul to capture their physicality. When Allah give a permission for these realities to open upon the earth, they've been trained to bring their soul out, and if necessary they capture their physicality and move. And if that's necessary, if it's not necessary, they have the ability to park their physicality and be at 12,000 locations in one time. These are from the immense haqqaiqs of Tayy, that the physicality can be hidden and they can manifest themselves. They say 12,000 times, but in reality only Allah knows how many times that light can manifest and in how many directions and in how many places that light, in which there's truly no limit to the power of the soul, because the soul is not like a flashlight that diminishes and has to have looms, 1,000,000 loom or 30,000 illuminations. The soul is an infinite ocean from the powers of Allah. And before, when they wanted to teach that reality of Haqiqatul Tayy, they would darken a room and put within a box a candle, and at first that box covers all candlelight, and the shaykh would say that, look, they can manifest in one place, and they put a hole within the box and the light acts as a wave and exits that hole. Then you can put 20 holes around that box and 20 lights as waves come out from the hole of that box. So in reality Allah can open infinite points on that box, and consider the physicality like a box. Allah can open infinite points upon the reality, and through their wave reality they can be in thousands of locations at one time. This is what shaitan is worried about, because each of those locations that they appear is with the full force of their reality, of what Allah has described of them, that I am their hearing, I am their seeing, I am their speaking, I am the hands in which they move and the feet in which they move, the hands in which they touch and the feet in which they move. So much so that they say, kun fayakun, and they are Rabbaniyun. So this is a danger for shaitan, that these awliya and these rijalullah that if Allah opened for them, then talk about 10, 15, 20,000 infinite locations they can appear with all of the might that which Allah dresses upon them and interact with these shaitans and these devils. So it means what Allah can open for the servant of this immense oceans of Haqiqatul Tayy is a gift, especially for the last days, and a gift for the nation of Sayyidina Muhammad. And anything that Allah gifting to His servants, shaitan's hasad is that he will try to make a physical version of that reality through mechanical mechanisms to operate with somewhat of the same understanding, in which in the last days they will try to open portals and energy points. Through those energy points they want to move, and this becomes the reality of their movement and appearance. Depending upon how their distance of travel, all of that becomes shortened by the opening of an energy point, where they take from one point to another, they fold it and open something within the veil and travel. They're not moving hundreds of millions of light years, they merely move in a flash through a veil and appear. So these are immense realities in the last days. We pray that Allah in this holy month of Rajab that's coming to dress from Subhana man huwa khalaqan nur, and that Allah give us good character, good charity, good deeds, good actions and immense love within our heart and soul for these noble souls and noble realities, and that Sayyidina Muhammad nazar be upon us, our families and our community. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa Basir Surat al-Fatiha. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments, and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.